Celena is 6 years old. She just had a birthday, and she's in the 1st grade. She was born with cerebral palsy, so that's always been something that's been a part of her. It impacts her daily life a lot. Her arms and legs are very spastic, very stiff, and her trunk is very loose. It impacts her ability to sit up. Holding her head up is really difficult for her. It impacts her speech, her ability to eat. But she's kind of made a lot of strides and able to do those things. She loves being with other kids. She likes to go outside and play and go to parks and ride horses. She's definitely a girl with some spunk and some attitude. Those first 3 years were very stressful. When Celena came home from the hospital, she wasn't gaining weight the way she should have been, and she cried constantly. It was very challenging. When we did get the formal diagnosis, all I kept thinking about was, what is this going to be like? I thought about what it was like when I was growing up, and there was a special education program in my school, and I thought about how the other kids treated those kids. And that to me was really, really difficult to think that my child could be a child that kids would make fun of, or wouldn't have the same opportunities or the same life that other kids did. What is she going to do when she's an adult? I worry about that a lot, about my ability to take care of her, because I can't take care of her forever. And I was constantly thinking about, okay, what do we need to do? What therapies does she need to do? And then also recognizing that it was stuff that we were going to have to do the rest of her life. I felt all alone. I felt like I have to provide for what my child needs, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to financially do it. It was overwhelming to me. When I first started going to PROVAIL, what I loved about it more than anything is Donna is one of the most amazing people. Her enthusiasm made me really have hope.
I started working with Celena when she was about 3 years old, and they came to me and she had no communication at all. She didn't have a yes/no. She didn't have any technology. She's in a wheelchair. She didn't have any picture communication system either. So it was pretty much mom guessed, what she needed and what she wanted. So the very first thing we started working on with her was to see if we could find a place for her to have a switch so that she could control her environment in some way.
Being able to express your needs and wants and desires is important to just being a person. For Celena, communication is the key right now. When Celena was in speech therapy prior to coming to PROVAIL, it was very frustrating. And they were well-intentioned, nice people, but they would say, okay, Celena, ask her a question like, do you want to play with this toy? And she would either scream or look at them. And they weren't able to really think of another way of her communicating.
We needed to start with teaching Celena how to say, yes, that's the one I want. And she needs to be able to understand choices without having that kind of experience to give them control, develop some type of communication, give them choices, then they become passive.
I think technology is the only way that Celena can be integrated in terms of interacting with people and communicating with people. It was amazing to me to meet Donna and meet the people at PROVAIL to think of using a different device or using a device for her to communicate with me.
PROVAIL helped Celena get her communication device, which is called a Dynavox. You can set up buttons on the software that have pictures and words. It scans across a page, and when she hears the one she wants, she hits her switch.
We had tried so many other little tricks to try to get her to say yes or say no, and with the Dynavox, she has the ability to do so much more. I'm starting to see progress. I'm able to communicate with her better and know what she wants. It's not so frustrating. And I think that she's happier. She has a lot of people that care about her. She goes to school full-time, which is a blessing. She's doing stuff that other kids are doing.
The effect that PROVAIL has had on Celena has been to give this little girl the opportunity to shine in her life, to become her own person.
I see now how it can all happen. Celena has the ability at PROVAIL to get all of her therapy needs met. She has the ability to have social interactions with other kids in the future, with other adults.
She benefits from all different types of therapy: speech therapy, swimming therapy, physical therapy. We have a vast amount of information here at PROVAIL so that if we don't offer the service, we know who does.
I'm not going anywhere. I mean, that's our place. That's what's gonna be our kind of outside therapy, and for when she's an adult, looking at work, looking at living. I deal with stuff as a mom of a child like Celena that other parents don't have. Knowing I can go somewhere and talk to anybody there and say, you know, I'm dealing with this. Can you help me with this? And I get the help that I need. It really helped me not feel so lost. Without PROVAIL, I don't know where Celena would be right now. I don't know where I would be right now. PROVAIL, the agency, and the people that work there care about people that sometimes get lost in our society. It's very easy for a person with a disability to not have communication and to be passive and not have the future that they were going to. To me, education is really, really important, and her independence is really important. My dream for Celena would be for her to go to college. And I want Celena to be able to do whatever she wants in life. People should give to PROVAIL because PROVAIL provides for people that don't always have a voice, and they give them that voice, and they give them that place that can provide what they need.